church bells.
Ozzy! I'm already being attacked. Great to see you. How are you? Sharon, Ozzy.
Hi.
First, lovely to see you both.
Thank you.
Second, I'll be worried about you. So let's start with how you are.
I want to put one thing straight. It's been put in the papers that they discovered I had Parkinson's when I had the fall. Well, I've known about the Parkinson's since 2003. I've had it all my life. And the Parkinson's I have, it's not like the Michael J. Fox one. What is it called, sir?
It's called Parkinson. It's a gene that Ozzy was born with. And of course, Ozzy couldn't get anything normal. It's very rare. And its path isn't like normal Parkinson's that we all know.
The flu, explain it, sir.
Okay, when Ozzy had his... Will you stop picking the nail polish off those bloody nails? Shut up.
She's going to nag you to death, never mind anything else.
I know. Shh. Will you stop playing with my wedding stuff?
Stop it.
But he'd had this condition since he was born.
Born with it.
But dormant. It just wasn't...
Exactly.
And then when you had this new fall, you were just going to the loo, right?
Yeah.
When I fell on the floor, I remember thinking, you've done it now, Ozzy. So I said to Sharon, can you phone an ambulance? I think I've broken my neck again. She was out that bed like a flash, running, screaming around the house.
I saw it happen in slow motion. He'd like gone down, didn't put his arms out to break the fall, just bang! The fall trapped his spinal cord from C3 to C7 in his neck, and there was no spinal fluid going through. And the cord, instead of being like this, was like this, trapped. So they had to go in and release it, and so that the fluid and that his spinal cord was straight. It's just terrifying, and you just go when he was waiting to be seen by the doctor and he was just laying there. They said if he doesn't have it, he could get, the damage could lead to paralysed all over, so there was no option. We had to do it. He was just laying there like white as a sheet. His blood pressure was through the roof, and I'm just like, he's going to go. I know he's going to go. I'm going to lose him. He did it. His arm and leg is so much better, but he's left with unbelievable pain from the surgery. And his doctors think that the shock to his body absolutely started off this Parkinson gene, and it's gone. It went from here, because Ozzy had a weird way of walking, but he could walk, he could run, he could do anything.
I have never known pain like it, ever. I mean, my neck's bad now, but I thought I'd been beaten up. You know, it was agony for about 5 months.
How worrying has this been for you as a family?
Really, I mean, beyond. It's not even worrying. It's like just a change of life.
I mean, the kids have been great. My girls have been nursing and doing things, you know, anything I want doing, they do for me.
And he's been milking it.
Of course.
You know.
Yeah, but I mean,
I've
got to do something.
Pass me me drink.
I've got some really good, caring friends in my life, which is, you can't beat that. Slash texts me. My band's been supportive.
Elton calls every week.
Does he?
Every week.
Does he really?
Every week.
Yes. Not a week goes by.
That says something about him.
Not a week goes by.
And when you think what you've both been through, are you amazed you're both still here together?
Oh, I am. I mean, I've been a bad boy at times.
It's like a Shakespearean play, our love story. Ozzy's been a right old with women, and all of this. Well,
you have, to be fair. Did you fear the last time that Sharon might actually leave you?
Oh, absolutely. I was terrified.
Were you addicted to sex?
I think it's another fix. If you're a junkie like I was, anything that alters your mind, you go for it. I didn't love any of these people. I know. I've learned a lesson, you know.
How close did you come, Sharon, to kicking him out?
oh, I was just really broken in every sense. Just
She cut
as a
every
person.
sleeve off every coat I own.
Did you?
Yeah. I said to Ozzy, if you ever do this to me again, I'm going to cut your hair off or I'm going to cut all your clothes.
Would you rather have had your hair all cut off or the clothes?
I wish I hadn't done the stupid thing that I did to get to warrant that happening. And that's the truth, because you never know what you've had until you've lost it. And I thought I'd lost big time.
The new album, you've got all these amazing people on it, Elton John, Slash and others. You've been going through all this hell, and yet you produced this great album.
That saved my life. It saved me.
Yeah.
I was lying on the couch feeling, and when you're ill and you all you got is your own head. My head never says, "Oh, you're going to be fine." It says it's the end and doom and whatever. And Kelly came in and she said to me, "My friend Andrew Watts, he's a bit of a producer. He's doing a thing with Post Malone." I said, "Who's that bloody old Post Malone? What kind of a name?" She says, "Oh, you don't know." So anyway, cut a long story short, I did the track with Post Malone, and Andrew said, "So we just carry on." And we got a bunch of guys together, and we just carried on, and it came before we know we were in an album.
Well, it might be the most important album you've ever done, because it may have helped save your life.
Yes, it did, because it got me off my couch, got me mobile again, to a certain degree. I mean, I couldn't do 8-hour sessions. I did like 3 or 4 hours at most, but I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with it.
Do you think it's one of the best albums you've done?
If I say this album or that album was the best one, to me that's saying every other one wasn't up to that scratch. First song we wrote was the title track, Ordinary Man. And I said to Sharon, it sounds like it could be an album song. She said, "Why don't you ask him to sing on it with you?" I said, "He wouldn't want to sing it with me." So he could only say no. And he agreed, and he just so kindly sang on it with me.
I can't think of two less ordinary men than you and Elton John.
Well, I suppose you're right.
Do you pray, Ozzy? Are you religious?
Oh, yeah. Being on the recovery program, you have to have a power greater than yourself. You can call it God, or nature, the ocean, anything. But I pray that whoever it is, if there is, to give me the show, give me a service. Cause it's a wonderful feeling for me.
The performing.
You can't beat it. I love it. It's between my wife and my family. The music.
So come on, here's the question. You can either spend the rest of your life with Sharon here, but no performing, or you can perform 3 times a week, but you can't have Sharon. Which one?
3 times a week.
I knew you were going to say that. Even Sharon knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
I mean, my wife, she deserves me.
I don't think anyone deserves you, Ozzy.
No, okay, I'll rephrase that. We both deserve each other.
Yes, I think that's the way I would categorise it.
Yes,
Because,
Piers,
yes. I can't live without her. She can't live without me. Yeah. Sometimes I love her, but I don't like it, and vice versa to me. You know, sometimes she says, "I don't like you today, but I love you."
Yeah, which is perfectly achievable. That's perfectly. I think a lot of marriages.
That's not unreasonable.
There's always love. Always. That's what holds us together. But yeah, I mean, some days
I
like
don't
the person.
think, since we've been together for like nearly 40 years now, I don't think one day has gone by without me telling her I love her. I don't think, I'd never. I've spoken to her every day, no matter where I am. Sometimes I didn't want to speak because I was going to get an earful on the phone for being a bad boy. You blew the show again!
What's been your greatest moment?
Meeting Sharon. And I'm not just saying that.
And do you remember the moment?
When I fell in love with her, I knew from a distance what attracted me to Sharon. She always had this infectious laugh. It was like the planet was happy.
Well, she has a kind of Barbara Windsor filthy cackle.
Yeah, it was just wonderful. It was one of them things, you know, the shoes fit. I mean, she's still here and I'm still here, so we, out of all our ups and downs, we were still together.